Now batting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On. This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
What it is, Duke City. Happy Thursday, y'all. You're listening to another edition of Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. If you're watching with us on Comcast 26, you might notice an empty chair, as it is a Fredless Thursday, and it will also be a Fredless Friday. But we got some friends of the show in the house, as Brandon Ortega is making his way down, and we are live today from the Horn Branch YMCA on Indian School, just a shade west of San Mateo. High-class gym, wonderful people, and they do amazing things for the community here at the YMCA. You know the boys start their days at the YMCA. Got a great program for you today. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, KOB-TV's Brandon Ortega will be joining us, and then 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, New Mexico Runners, New Mexico games, and OG friend of the show, Andres Trujillo, will join us. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Got a lot of talks, a lot of going on in the sports world, and especially, you know us, the sports adjacent world. We are live from the YMCA Horn Branch today. If you come down here and say hi to the boys and you are not a member, I will do you a super special right now. I will give you a month free right here at the YMCA on me. They don't know I'm doing this. This is completely illegal. They did not tell me to say this whatsoever. But you get down to the YMCA while we're on air. You come and say hi on a commercial break. I will give you a free month personally at the YMCA, the most underrated gym facilities in the Albuquerque and surrounding areas, and what they do for the Albuquerque and surrounding area is absolutely phenomenal. You know the boys start their days at the YMCA. And you know, we have a lot of great partners and sponsors here in the community, one of them also being Locker 505, and we were, on behalf of Locker 505, we're at New Mexico Pinon Coffee taking donations. And if you don't know what Locker 505 does, let me tell you, that's an absolutely amazing pillar of this Albuquerque community. I can't talk them up enough. So I want you to gather your new or gently used clothing items. You got a Walmart gift card laying around. Go get some new, still in package underwear or socks. Take them down to any New Mexico Pinon Coffee, and they'll give you 10% off your order. If you take your donation down to any New Mexico Pinon Coffee and you put up a social media post, they will give you 25% off your order. And if you go to New Mexico Pinon Coffee while the boys are there, we got free stuff for you. So help your community. Get caffeinated with the best coffee in Albuquerque and hang out with the boys and have some fun. The boys will be at the ballpark tomorrow, so come hang out with us. We'll have some tickets and some cool, fun giveaways. Thanos bobblehead night tomorrow. All the Marvel Universe fans, all the Avenger Endgame fans, get out to the lab tomorrow as it is Thanos bobblehead night. I know there's going to be a line all the way down University and Cesar Chavez, so show up early, get in line for Thanos bobbleheads, and can just go to the lab and have some fun. Have a hot dog, have a little soda pop, have yourself an oat soda, have a cold one for the boys, as we will be at the lab tomorrow, as we always are every single Friday. So yesterday we started talking about the Friends of the Show League, and so any OG Day One Friends of the Show, and speaking of OG Friends of the Show, walks in on Albuquerque time, star of TV and radio, back-to-back-to-back New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega, and he's coming in hot with no sound check. So I kind of guesstimated where your levels are going to be. So, Brandon Ortega, welcome to the program, buddy.
It's not Albuquerque time, by the way. I told you I was coming at this time.
I knew you were going to be a little bit late, and here we are. Let me get your levels up a tiny bit. That should be about where you should be.
Yep.
Check. Sound good, Mikey?
Sounds good.
When Brandon's here, he just shows up whenever the freak he wants. When you're that big of a star, you just do whatever you want. You get free stuff everywhere. When's the last time, Brandon? When's the last time you paid for a meal?
Every time.
This isn't true. Every time
a free meal sounds awesome.
Every time we take Brandon out to the bar or whatever, there's just a line of people trying to buy him beers. He hasn't paid for a beer in, 2 years in Albuquerque?
Only the bachelor party. That's the only time that's ever happened. That's the only time.
So you're doing some work at Hope Christian today.
So Hope Christian is going to be the special guest on New Mexico Game Day tomorrow night at 10:30 on KOB. Yeah, Huskies had a great season opening win last Saturday against McCurdy, 48-8.
Ooh-wee.
Coach Salinas is doing a great job as his second year as head coach there. Long-time OG assistant of New Mexico high school football teams, and got his first head coaching gig last year with the Huskies. And, they're doing great things, so they'll be on the show tomorrow. And, a little bit of running around, a little Lobo football for me today. And, just getting ready for another great weekend.
How exciting, man. I always check out your stuff when you're on KOB TV. The game day is an absolute institution.
It's so much fun.
In Albuquerque.
It's been going on since 1996.
96, that's so impressive.
Nonstop, even through the when high school sports went down, when it came back, game day came right back up too. It's my 5th year as the host of the show, which is awesome. And, the weekend really starts there for me on Friday. It's staying up late, keeping track of the scores, cutting up those highlights. Did you see your Carlsbad Cavemen?
How they do?
They were in one of the best games of Friday.
I missed that.
They went head-to-head with Artesia.
That's one of the biggest rivalries in the state.
Yeah.
If not the universe.
The Bulldogs beat them with a kickoff return touchdown in the final minute. So they were right there. And they're going to have another tough test with Goddard.
Does the kickoff return like the famous Artesia Starburst? Is that what they did? Or was it like
it wasn't
a classic
It was
return?
just a straight-up 80-yard kickoff return. Yeah, it wasn't anything too fancy. I'm trying to – I just watched that play earlier. I guess you could say there was a slight little starburst there, but
special
nothing too crazy.
Special teams, Carlsbad. You're listening. This is why we don't have nice things, okay? Before you showed up, I was talking about the Friends of the Show Fantasy Football League.
Right.
And we have 2 spots open.
Yep.
So all the OG Day 1 Friends of the Show, it's not the industry league that you refuse to be in because you're so incompetent at fantasy sports.
Aren't you doing like 4?
We're doing one for the Friends of the Show who come on the program, and then one for the Friends of the Show who have been Day 1 OG fans of the show.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a really cool gift pack for, our loyal listeners who have been around since day 1.
Oh, that's great.
So 505-246-0610. Send us your name and email. There's 2 spots open in the Friend of the Show League. We might expand to 12, but I think like the first 10 OG fans of the show need to be able to get in. We'll be giving you
I like
tickets
10 a lot myself. I think 10's great because then it opens up a whole other pool of players that 2 other teams could have took.
That could have picked. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right on that one. So, 505-246-0610. Give us your name and your email. You can slide into the DMs on our Instagram at TalkABQ. You can email us on Facebook. And if you're already an OG friend of the show and you just happen to have my contact information already, I'm not going to say it live on air, but if you have that number already, feel free to text me as we have either 2 or 4 spots open. We had the first 5 minutes we announced it yesterday. We had 8 entries.
That's great.
We had 8. The first 8 spots were in 5 minutes when we announced the league on the program yesterday. And 2 spots left, maybe 4. But, there's going to be some – we're going to give away tickets. We're going to give away merch. We got a lot of cool stuff for the winners of the Friend of the Show Fantasy League.
It's that time of year. Fantasy
time of year,
football.
baby.
Yeah, the season's around the corner. I'm excited that the season gets to kick off on KOB. It has the last few years. We've got Bills-Rams.
Oh, that's
off
a
the
good
season,
one.
that first Thursday game, and then the Cowboys and Buccaneers on that first Sunday night football game. So whenever you get to kick off Sunday night football with the Cowboys, that's always a blast on KOB.
We were invited, myself and Fred, to go to Dallas for the opening night, but I don't think we're going to be able to make it. It's very sad.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, I know, right? I might just thwart all my responsibilities and just drop out of life and go see the Cowboys home opener because, that's very much in my wheelhouse to do that.
But you're saving up for the big Sunday game trip at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
In Phoenix this year.
Yep.
So
the
Super Bowl
boys
will be in Arizona right down the road.
Correct. Yeah, the boys will be in Phoenix for the Super Bowl again. And also, we're going to try to squeeze in some Wasted Management Open time, too. Because Phoenix is going to be absolutely rocking this year with the Wasted Management Open and the Super Bowl in town at the exact same time. Going to be a lot of fun.
We'll see who's left for that if the Live Tour stops stealing the players. We'll see.
When we get back, more sports and sports-adjacent content with KOB TV's Brandon Ortega. You're listening to Two Men On, and we are live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We are powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team 9. We start our days right here at the Horn Branch YMCA, and we end our days at Hollow Spirits. Monday Night Football with the boys is at Howie's Sports Page on Montgomery and Tramway, and every weekend, and especially when we're at the lab, we're sipping on that watermelon walk-off by Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. We'll be right back.
When dignity matters. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
The Sports Animal.
We came to play, we came to play, we came to play.
Welcome back, Duke City. The boys are live from the Horn Branch YMCA. Of course, you're listening to Two Men On, and we are live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy mobile studio, as we are on Indian School just west of San Mateo at the Horn Branch YMCA today. Come by today, and I'll give you something. Albert and Roberto are listening to me right now. They're about to be really mad. You come down to the YMCA while I'm here, I will give you a free month. I did not get permission to do this whatsoever. I'm giving away free months. I don't care what they say. This might be the last time I ever broadcast from here. But I'll give you a free month here at the YMCA. You come down before we're off air.
Shoot your shot.
We are powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. And like I just told you, we start our days at the YMCA. We finish our days at Hollow Spirits with a nice cocktail and a great meal. Monday Night Football, that's at Howie's Sports page, Brandon. And every weekend and every Friday, just like tomorrow, when we're at the lab, we're sipping on that watermelon walk-off by Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Big football season for Coach G and the UNM Lobos. A lot of excitement, a lot of buzz. You know, Coach G was saying this feels like the first normal year in his whole tenure.
Right.
We're, air quotes, out of COVID. We're not, but we are. To you, does this feel like now is the actual time that we start critiquing Coach G?
Yeah, I think that's fair to an extent because, I mean, look, the first one, they weren't even home.
Right.
The first one.
Sure.
How many teams did that happen to around the nation?
Yeah.
The Lobos were really the only one.
Right.
So, yeah, to critique anything from the first season, the fact that they won any games was, you know, quite an accomplishment. Last year, yeah, I feel like maybe last year you could kind of judge, you know, what he had going on a little bit, but he was brought in by Eddie Nunez. It's always a different deal when a football coach is brought in by your athletic director. When a new athletic director comes in, there almost feels like it's like a clock until the current coaches, you know, are going to be gone if the things aren't going well.
Right.
Right. And Eddie brought him in, and Danny had a plan. Coach G had a plan from the time he got here. Obviously, COVID affected it, but he never thought the first few years would, you know, be a bowl season or anything like that. This year, you know, he's going for it, you know, and they've got some pieces in there, especially on defense, and they've got exciting quarterback situation, I feel like, with Miles Kendrick being the starting quarterback, and I think C.J. Montez is right behind him if he hadn't hurt his hand, and just like Kendrick 100% earned that job, and he came here wanting to compete and wanting to be the starter, coming from Kansas as a grad transfer. He's got all the hunger in the world. This is his last year, right playing. Right. So, yeah, this is definitely the first year you feel like it's as close to normal as it could have gotten. Because, yeah, last year we were still kind of halfway there, halfway not. So, yeah, this is going to be an exciting year. You know, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to this. New Mexico State football, they're opening up and they're near a sellout. UTEP's opening next week. They're near a sellout. And the Lobo attendance hasn't been great last few years before COVID and last year.
I mean, in our
And,
defense, we have 20,000 more people in our stadium than they do. The capacity.
Well, the UTEP's is pretty up there too, 30s and 40s. But what I was trying to get to is, if Coach G's first season was a normal one, probably could have packed the place.
Sure.
Probably could have, really went after it. So this is the first year I feel like, they can sell it to the fans. Hey, we've got some things going on. We're going places. I really do feel like, they're clearly going to win more games than last year. I feel that very strongly.
So for me, like when you inherit an already successful program, you have 2, maybe 3 years. If you're starting from scratch, like Coach G, you got to have a 5-year plan.
And that's what he had.
And to me, that he keeps talking about the 5-year plan. He's all, let me start with these freshmen, let me get them to seniors, and then once we've established our program, the very next year, that's when you point the finger. That's when you look.
Yeah.
We're in year 3.
Yeah.
I mean, we're nowhere to where he's going to have his program complete. But this is the first year where you need to start seeing progress. Because, Lobo fan, it's a hungry fan base. It's a fickle fan base.
And progress, to me, is hitting on your recruiting. And they've
Sure.
hit quite a bit.
I agree.
When you talk about someone like Trace Brookler, who is already on the tight end watch list around the nation as a sophomore. A Luke Wysong, a local kid who led Mountain West freshmen in receiving categories. Someone like Cody Moon, who I did a story on today for KOB tonight at 6 o'clock. Someone who didn't have a Division I offer coming out of high school, walked on, and then became a rotation player, and now is on scholarship. I mean, there's great stories within these first 2 years where there is progress. And, you've only seen 2 wins and 3 wins the first 2 years, but that kind of progress when your young players are playing well right away, you're going to see some great things happen sooner than later after that progression starts happening. So, I think they got a lot of great young players that are building. Tavian Combs is another one who's a junior now. And they got some veterans that have been around, like a Jarek Reed, who was all Mountain West just 2 years ago. Nate Jones is someone really flying under the radar because he didn't play last year. He was suspended last year. But as a freshman in 2020, looked like the best freshman running back in the conference. So there's a lot of great pieces, and they're getting there. And so, I'm really excited to see what they do on September 3rd against Maine.
Yeah, same. I think they're going to come in hot this year. They got a tough matchup with Boise, then, of course, LSU. But, I mean, if they can really compete and, their defense holds up against Boise, I mean, they could do some great things. A kid I'm excited about, and I watched him practice, and it was just lightning quick, lightning fast, is I was rooting for him because he's, not the biggest guy, but he has all the talent in the world, and he's so exciting to watch. Switch from quarterback. He was going to be like a multi-positional piece anyways, but switch from the quarterback group to the wide receiver group. Have you got your eyes on Jamar Sanders?
Yeah,
Are you excited to see what he –
exciting freshman, a true freshman from Texas. Like you said, was a quarterback in high school, a kind of do-it-all utility player in high school. He's going to be a weapon, no doubt about it. Yeah, they've got some exciting freshmen like him and Christian Washington from San Diego in the backfield. There's like we were talking about, the first 2 years, you saw some freshmen do some great things in the first 2 years. I think they've got some more kids like that for 2022. And, like we talked about, the more your young players play good and the more they keep developing, the better in, the trajectory is going to get better and better. So, I love Sanders' game. I mean, there's just a good mix. There's a good mix, and I think they're getting where they want to go. They're taking steps. So, I think Lobo football is going to be a lot of fun to watch. And, you mentioned that the schedule is not easy, the first 4 games. Boise State coming here. Coach G is trying to pack the house for that game.
Yeah.
Going to Baton Rouge.
Yep.
Going to Death Valley. That's going to be tough. But they have one of those games every year, where they take on a Power 5 school. So it's going to be fun.
I think the Lobos have access to more weapons this year. Their defense, I think their defense is ahead of schedule from where they started off, and the offense not quite so much.
Right.
But I think the Lobo offense has more weapons this year that can make big plays.
They're deeper.
That can,
I
that can
think that's
surprise
fair to say.
people.
Yeah, that's fair to say they're deeper. And the biggest question mark, the biggest group that needs to play better is the offensive line. Coach Gonzalez harps on that every time he talks to media. And that's where it really starts. If the offensive line can play well this year, it's going to affect how the quarterback plays and how everyone else plays. Because when your quarterback's playing well and then they're distributing and your running game is going, that bodes well to get some wins. But, yeah, it's going to really start with the offensive line. And they got a revamped offensive line this year.
Real quick, we're up against it, but it seems like Maine, the season opener, might be a trap game. We're at home. We got an improved lineup. They're going to pack the house in the home opener. Is anything about Maine get you worried, or is this going to be business as usual for the Lobos?
Well, that's the thing. You have to approach every team, whether it's Maine or LSU or Boise State or New Mexico State. You got to treat everyone with a whole lot of respect. And then, believe me, they're studying Maine. They've been studying Maine for a while. They're taking that game seriously. So I don't feel like it's a trap game, but I feel like, however they play in the season opener, it's going to be an indication of how they're going to be this year. If they can come out strong, then it's going to be, a good sign. But if they struggle against Maine, then, they're going to have a lot of work to do this year.
I'll take things Coach G would say for 400, Alex. NBA talk when we get back. We're talking Kevin Durant, Chet Holmgren, Patrick Beverly, and whatever else is going on in the NBA world with KOB TV's Brandon Ortega. More 2 Men On when we get back. You're listening to 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Your burrito prayers have been answered. Taco.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends.
Back. You listen to 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Is this your workout playlist right here?
Or, oh, dude, Mikey gets funky sometimes. You know, Mikey was a DJ back in the day, right?
He is a DJ. Basically, he's a DJ on this show.
Currently.
Yeah. Like it.
This would get me amped, though. I'm more of like a Run the Jewels kind of guy.
Yeah, you introduced me to those guys. Yeah.
RTJ gets me pumped. Some Prof.
Okay.
Some Prof gets me pumped.
Nice.
That's a good one. Have you heard the new Prof song?
No.
If you're a hip-hop fan out there, check out BHM, Big Hungry Monster by Prof. It's an absolute banger. Gets me jumping up and down like a maniac.
Prof.
Welcome back to the program. We're in the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy mobile studio. It's mobile because today we are at the YMCA Horn Branch on Indian School, just a sprinkle west of San Mateo. And I made this offer before. I'll make this offer again.
Yeah.
I got zero permission whatsoever to do this. But you come down here while we're on air, I'll give you a free month. Hey, I got Star TV and Radio, KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega. I got you hooked on the YMCA.
Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. I'm a member.
Now he's a regular. You can see him here. I mean, basically every morning, basically every weekday morning.
No, let's be honest. No, don't lie to everybody. After my wedding in May, I have not been here very much. The summer schedule changes, and then it completely ruins my workout routine. So,
sure.
But I'm back to the fall where I do work out more, so I'll be here more.
Yeah, we got to start slimming down for holiday season, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween.
Yeah.
That's a lot of calories coming, man.
Know.
I gotta get ready for all this.
Puerto Rican food and the
good point.
Becca goes big for Thanksgiving, so
you got all the sugar and the empty calories from Halloween. You got big Thanksgiving turkey dinners. You got basically the same thing for Christmas. Christmas we do Mexican and New Mexican food. We don't do 2 Thanksgivings.
Okay.
I'm forced to eat that disgusting Thanksgiving food one time.
That got me thinking. I really like stuffing on Thanksgiving.
Stuffing's cool. Stuffing was you do like
that's like something I eat at Thanksgiving, and every year I eat it, and I'm like, why don't I eat this more throughout the year?
because it wouldn't be as good if you ate it all the time.
It feels right at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It would be gross. Are you a gravy guy or cranberry guy on your stuff?
Gravy, gravy all day. Yeah.
I know some cranberry guys. Those people are maniacs. Don't put cranberry on stuffing.
It's a little out
you
there.
psychopaths.
Hey, but whatever floats their boat.
Hey, cranberry sauce is delicious. I'm into it, but don't put it on your stuffing. It's disgusting.
It's like pineapple on pizza.
Hold on. Watch your mouth. Pineapple on pizza is amazing. Are you one of those people who are anti-pineapple?
I'm so plain. You know me. I'm a plain eater.
Hey, especially here in
pepperoni.
Albuquerque.
I'm good on the pepperoni.
Yeah, you're a plain guy.
So plain.
You're a pizza, burger, chicken strip guy.
Yep.
You're easy to please.
Super easy. When I go to a restaurant, I got one thing I get, and I get it every time. I don't do anything different. Yeah, I find the thing I like, and then
you don't even need like an old school waitress. Like, oh, you want the regular, hun? Like you walk in and they know, like, oh yeah, he just wants a burger.
Yep. Brandon's here.
There's the burger guy.
Yep.
We've been told about the burger guy. Come on in, sit down, get yourself another burger. So, Chet Holmgren. Oh yeah, by the way, a lot of empty calories coming. Like I said, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then so much beer on football season, and we're gonna be having pitcher after pitchers of beer.
Well, for you, because you guys get to work at Howie's
that is
on
correct.
Monday nights,
yes.
I'll be in the studio not getting to do that. So, yeah, you guys will have a lot more of that than I will.
My Uber budget just went up significantly with our deal with Howie's Sports page. If you haven't heard already, the boys are going to be watching Monday Night Football, doing the show from Howie's Sports page every Monday. So come have some fun with us.
Is that Montgomery Tramway?
Montgomery and Tramway, right there, baby.
Yeah.
Which is, Fred's not even here, but that's an actual intersection.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
It's an actual intersection.
No, I haven't done the Fred's not here thing. Can I try that?
Hit us with
Let's do that. Fred's not here!
There it is. There it is.
It is so quiet in here right now. Everyone's like, what are you doing?
What is wrong with that maniac? What is he doing?
Scared the kids.
All right. How often do you think you'd get injured, Brandon, if you were 7 foot tall and you weigh the exact same amount you do right now?
Right. I know. Chet Holmgren, man. I feel terrible for him and for the Thunder. The only good that comes out of it is that they won't be very good this year, and they probably get another high draft pick. And maybe they get someone to add to Holmgren and Josh Giddey, who I'm pretty high on.
Sure.
Who was great last year. Yeah, I mean, and for it to happen in a Pro-Am, he was at a Pro-Am in Seattle where LeBron was playing.
No, he did it guarding LeBron.
Yeah, I know he was under the basket.
Yeah, LeBron faked him out of his pants. He rolled his ankle, broke his foot. He had the Liz Frank injury, which a few players have bounced back. He's Liz Frank. Liz Frank.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's no right time to get injured like that, whether it's in a regular season game, preseason, Pro-Am, Summer League. Yeah, you feel terrible, and it's not an easy injury to rehab. So he's got a tough road ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be out all of this year and probably the very beginning of next year.
A similar deal to like when KD tore his Achilles and he was out for more than a year kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 months is about the earliest you can do, all the way up to 16, 18 in worst-case scenarios.
Man.
But Oklahoma City Thunder fans, I mean, if you're really out there, if you exist, 505-246-0610. Is there a single solitary Oklahoma Thunder fan in Albuquerque?
I
would love to meet you.
Of all the basketball courts I've played on in Albuquerque, the only OKC jerseys I've seen are either Durant or Westbrook.
Correct.
So,
and they've been gone for quite some time.
So they're probably not Thunder fans anymore because those
no.
guys have long gone from OKC.
So good news, Oklahoma City fans. He's only out for 1 year. If Chet Holmgren's going to be –
hopefully.
If he's going to be as good as everyone thinks he's going to be, you want him for a whole career.
I was high on him. You remember we talked the day before the draft, and you asked me who I would take. I said Chet, number one.
Yeah, you said
That's
Chet.
who I would have took.
Correct. But have no fear, Oklahoma City Thunder fan. It's not that bad because check this list out. Joel Embiid missed his whole rookie season, perennial MVP candidate. Ben Simmons missed his whole rookie season due to injury. If his mind is right, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Right.
NBA legend Blake Griffin missed his whole rookie year, and he's a baller. He could just ball out of control. So, I mean, there's a list of people who bounced back from this injury, who didn't let it ruin their whole career. So Chet Holmgren will be back. He will mostly, allegedly, be fine. So don't worry about it. What do you think about the KD drama, and what do you think about me patting myself on the back right now and saying from the very beginning, KD is going nowhere.
Wow.
No one has the ammunition to trade for him. He's one of the best players in the league, and you got him locked up for 4 friggin' years.
Yeah.
Why would you get rid of a player like that?
Well, the only way they would have ever got rid of him is if they could get a huge return.
Sure.
The problem was nobody wanted to trade the Nets what the Nets wanted. That was the whole issue. And that was a good call on your part to see that, because when it first happened, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was in Houston when I got the news, and I thought like Portland would come up with something. I thought like the Suns. I thought some teams would, come close at least to giving the Nets what they wanted. But the problem is they wanted everything.
Sure.
Right? They wanted the farm. They wanted 1 million draft picks. They want star players coming back. And it's just it's very rare things line up that way.
They asked for Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and draft picks. Jason Tatum is just as good or better than KD.
Well,
that's how much they
he's
were
way
asking
up
for.
there. I'll say that. He is way up there, and he's still climbing. He could be the best player in the league a couple years down the line. He's that good. He's continuing to elevate his game every year since he was a rookie. But back to KD, it was a great call because the whole NBA world flipped out.
Yeah.
And, there's where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? And, there's a lot of years left on this deal. I mean, how many years – KD's only played really 2 years. He's been there 3. The first one he was hurt.
Correct.
And is it really fair to give up on a team after 2 years?
No way.
I don't really think.
No.
I don't really think it is, especially when not only did they bring you in a max deal, they brought you in with your best bud, Kyrie Irving. And I mean, Kyrie has said this so many times in the media, and the management hates it, that Kyrie and Kevin get to call the shots. Basically, they get to tell them, "Oh, I want that player. Go get that player."
They literally said, we don't need a coach, while their coach was standing right there.
Right. And when you have that kind of a situation, it's not fair to give up on a team after 2 years when you're that involved. So I'm glad to see that he's staying and Kyrie's there, and hopefully Ben Simmons plays. I feel like it's been a million years since we've seen him play. So I think it could be an exciting team to watch, and I think the balance of power is better when he's with the Nets. So, we'll see how it plays out.
Your boy, Patrick Beverley, is headed to Los Angeles. Are you excited for that? Like, great perimeter defender?
It depends on what happens next, because does this mean Russell Westbrook is out?
It's got to mean that, right?
It's got to mean that?
The writing's on the wall.
Writing is definitely on the wall.
Number one, I mean, LeBron James signed a max deal. If LeBron James says he wants to be surrounded by talent and have players, you don't suck up your whole salary, okay? Number one, LeBron James took the big paycheck. Number two, they bring in Patrick Beverley, who already has beef with Russell Westbrook.
Well, so this move, there's something interesting to note about this move. Talen Horton-Tucker going away, he had this weird option where next year he could have opted in and there wouldn't have been a lot of salary cap space. This move means that $34 million cap space could be there by next year with the current way everything's constructed. So it's a good move financially. Beverly is a dog. He's one of those guys you want on your team when you're a playoff team. You'd much rather play with him than play against them. Kind of a guy. Can him and Russell Westbrook coexist? I doubt it, but we'll see. I mean, I think it's a good move for the Lakers overall. What happens next, I'm very interested in.
If the Lakers are going to do anything, it's got to be soon, because they got 2 more years of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and then LeBron is going wherever his kid goes. When we get back, more Brandon Ortega, and we're talking a little bit of YMCA and more of your favorite sports-adjacent content right here on Two Men On. You're listening to 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Samsung Galaxy. Samsung's new Galaxy Z Flip 4 and Z Fold 4.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Sports Animal.
Oh, what do we got? What do you got, Mikey's Twisted Sister? What is this, Twisted Sister? On here? What are we listening to?
Devo?
Some Ronnie James, Devo?
Yeah, right.
Ronnie James, Debo Samuel? You know what that is?
Stop music.
In that vein. Welcome back to 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. It's a Fredless Thursday, but lucky for me, Star TV and Radio, KOB TV's Brandon Ortega joined me for the first hour, and you
been a lot of
just
fun,
did
man.
such a good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You kill it.
You
every
make it
time you're on.
easy. You make it really easy. So.
Well, I am a pitcher, so I do throw some softballs in. I gave you a lot of
Nice.
meatballs today.
You did.
But you did. Luckily enough, you knocked it out of the park. You know the boys. We start our days at the YMCA. A little behind-the-scenes stuff here is, we're on the horn board of the YMCA, and we help with some charity tournaments and year-end charity events.
Yeah.
So I can't speak enough. The friends of the show, the loyal listeners, they know how much we love the YMCA, and we love highlighting what they do. And with us right now, the program director for Santa Fe, Felicia Pacheco. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I'm gonna get this microphone just a little closer to your mouth.
Okay.
Hi, Felicia.
Hi, gentlemen.
Are we making our radio debut right now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ooh, how exciting! Did you text your mom?
I did. I let her know.
There you go. All right,
Did you-
mama.
I hope you gave her the right station or television station.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Well, welcome, Mom. Your sweet daughter is on right now. And so first off, before we get started, thank you for what you do. Thank you for representing the YMCA and the Santa Fe community. How long have you had this position?
So I've been with the YMCA going on 5 months, but I've been in the early childhood and education department for 12 years.
Wow.
Okay, 12 years. That's awesome.
Been a long time. Yeah.
What was your segue into childcare? Where's your passion for helping kids come from?
I love to see the developmental progress that kids make in the classroom, and then they're able to take that out and expand their knowledge when they go to kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I just love to help families. Anything that I can do for kids, I'm all for it.
Van talks a lot about the YMCA here and the Albuquerque chapters. What can you tell us about what's going on in Santa Fe? It sounds like there's a lot of exciting stuff going on in Santa Fe right now for the YMCA.
So right now we have our Early Childhood Center, which is located on 6537 Airport Road. We take children from 2 years of age to 5 years of age. We accept CYFD assistance for families that need it. We also have 2 school-age programs. One is located at Pinon Elementary, and the other is at Chaparral Elementary. We'll be opening a new program at Acequia Madre, which is in the heart of downtown Santa Fe. That's going to open up on September 12th. We offer developmental appropriate learning opportunities for children to expand. We do help with homework. In the summer, we offer summer programs.
Yeah.
We do winter break. We try to utilize the community as much as we can. We have different programs within Santa Fe that come out to us to help us. George O'Keefe has been a big supporter.
Wow.
The Glorieta Church out in Pecos has been a big supporter of us as well.
Yeah, as a parent myself, I know that this time of year is stressful for parents and figuring out, okay, after school's over, where can my daughter go? What do you enjoy about the new kids that are coming in? Because I imagine like every week you're probably getting in a little wave of kids coming in. What do you guys enjoy about bringing in the new ones and getting them comfortable in a new environment?
So what I enjoy about it is I love to see them happy to come to our program at the end of the day. And they go home and tell their parents what they've learned, what they like about the program. They come back for further years. They bring their younger siblings.
Yep.
So it's just great to see that word of mouth. The parents pass on what we do at our centers. I just enjoy to see all the positive outcome that we bring to the community.
That's awesome.
So is there availability at all of the centers or just a couple of them open, number one? And number two, how do you sign up?
So we do have open availability right now at all of our centers. Our Pinon location is filling up pretty fast. We have about 35 children that are attending with us. You can go onto our website at ymcacnm.org and fill out an application. If by chance you have a hard time doing it, you're welcome to call me direct at my office, and I'm more than happy to help. I can be reached at 505-595-1515, extension 8101.
So I think the YMCA just attracts amazing people. We have so many partners and sponsors in the community that, we sing their praises from the top of the Sandias. And, the YMCA is definitely one of them. What do you think it is about the YMCA that just attracts wonderful people?
I think a lot of our staff members are wonderful people to begin with. My girls in particular, they do anything they can for the children in their care. They're always willing to go to school, lend an extra hand when needed. We also help families in need. The YMCA just stands for a lot of great things in the community where, Mr. Roberto, Mark Lewis, and Albert are great CEOs. They offer lots of training. They help out what they can with the staff to make sure that we're qualified to do the job. and just provide top quality care for all the children in our centers.
You heard it right there, Albuquerque and surrounding areas. If you're a parent in Santa Fe and you're looking for a wonderful place for your kids to go after school program, any kind of program, sports, education, whatever you want, the YMCA is the place to be.
Making friends, you know?
Yeah, making friends.
Making new friends, yeah.
Taking part in your community. Felicia Pacheco, Program Director for the YMCA in Santa Fe. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank
you. You did awesome, by the way. First radio spot. You did awesome. Good job.
She came in saying she was so nervous, and you knocked it out the park. Congratulations.
You gentlemen were great, so thank you so much for having me.
Great job.
Oh, thank you so much. Brandon, thank you for being here today.
Always
You're
pleasure, man.
Stone cold killer every time you come on. We really appreciate it. When we get back, more sports and sports-adjacent content with New Mexico Runners owner-operator Andres Trujillo. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Welcome back, Duke City. It is 5 o'clock, and if it is quitting time for you, congratulations. Congratulations on joining the boys in whatever way you're listening. Whether it's right here on the Sports Animal, 95.9 FM and AM 610, or whether you're on perhaps talkabq.com, or let's say maybe Instagram Live or Facebook Live with the ProView Network stream, or let's say you're watching live right now on your television on Comcast 26. Shout out to Adrian twisting the knobs and pushing the buttons back there at the ProView studios. Special shout out to Star TV and Radio, KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega, as he joined us in the first hour. OG Day One friend of the show. Speaking of OG Day One friend of the show, back-to-back heavy hitters, baby, as I'm now joined by, what are you, CEO, President of New Mexico Day? I don't remember what your title is.
Oh, man, for New Mexico Games,
Presidente?
Executive Director.
Executive Director, that sounds
Presidente
better.
of the New Mexico Runners, yeah?
Yes, owner-operator, Presidente of New Mexico Runners. You've heard him here before, friends of the show, loyal listeners. The one, the only, Andres Trujillo. What's happening, my dude?
How you doing, brother, man? I'm
doing
well. Good. Yeah, the week's going by. It's almost the weekend.
Doing good.
You got a day, and then you got the weekend.
Hey, man, we're here at the YMCA Horn Branch today, which is on Indian School, just a sprinkle west of San Mateo. Come hang out. Come say hi. We got some gifts for you here, and I got a gift for you as well. If you come down here while we're still on air, I'll give you a free month. I will give you a free month at the gym, and then you're going to get hooked just like all my other friends have, and then you're going to join us, and we're going to have a big exercise cult, and then we're going to move out in the mountains, and then we're going to start worshiping the swole gods, and then we're going to rob a bank, and then we're going to move to Utah. Wait, hold on. That's just work out instead. That was too much.
Things up and put
I'm
them
sorry.
down.
No, that was too much. That was too much.
Man, you're going off that fantasy tangent there.
let's just exercise at the YMCA, I guess.
You're all about that. It's like, you know what? That'd be a great movie script.
Yes.
I mean, Albuquerque's all ripe for all that.
For sure.
You know, we're all about the movies and everything else.
Yeah.
So you need to write that
just
script.
like Point Break, but we start a cult in the mountains based on our love of the YMCA.
I like it.
I'm writing this down. Hold on. YMCA cult movie finish script.
Hey, there you go.
What's going on in your world, my man?
You know, just being really busy. We just got done with the New Mexico Games pickleball tournament this past weekend.
Which I heard was a glaring success.
Absolutely. We had over 270 participants.
That's a lot. I didn't know 270 people played pickleball.
Pickleball's on the rise.
That's
man.
so weak.
It is. We had, I would say, about 70% of our participants were New Mexican.
Nice.
But the rest were from Colorado, Virginia, Florida, Arizona, all that.
Nice.
So it was huge. And to put things into perspective, last year for pickleball, we only had 145.
Ooh,
so,
okay.
Doubled. It was a great event. Unfortunately, we had a rain out on Saturday. Last Saturday because of the weather was pretty bad with the raininess, and we play outdoors. Pickleball is outdoors, but it's okay. It still turned out really well. And New Mexico Games, man, after, let's see, we had 20 sports slated for 2022, and we have 2 sports remaining in the year. archery on October 29th, and bowling starts their qualifiers the beginning of September with the finals in November.
Bowling's a winter sport.
Man, there's a lot of people that compete in bowling.
Yeah.
Bowling's big.
How many do you expect for bowling?
Oh, that's a tough number because there's so many people that enter the qualifiers, but according to last year's records for the finals, there were over 85 in the finals.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's a very, very interesting to watch, to follow. It's a long season, so to speak, with bowling. I mean, qualifiers are in September. You got your semifinals and quarterfinals in October, and then you got your finals in November. So,
well, I just got called out on the Sports Animal text line, 505-246-0610. Thank you so much. If I make a mistake, I will, the letter to the editor style, correct myself. Apparently, I said UNM stadium capacity was 20,000 more than New Mexico State. UNM is 39,000. New Mexico State is 29,000. I'm sorry for exaggerating. I hope you're a veteran, loyal listener and friend of the show, and you know exaggeration and hyperbole is kind of what we do here.
You're painting the picture of the show, right? And you're making it exciting.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
For sure.
Yeah.
10,000 is still a lot more. I'm sorry I said 20,000. Thank you for calling me out. Loyal listeners, friends of the show, make sure anytime I say something stupid, you call me out.
Hey,
whether it's my dumb sports takes, whether if I get the capacity wrong, whether I do math wrong, whether I call Andres Trujillo CEO instead of executive director, call me out. I deserve it.
Well, but you'd be correct in that sense because
it's kind of both, right?
Oh, I'm the CEO. Yeah, I guess so. Oh man!
Another person signed up into the Friends of the Show Fantasy League, 505-246-0610. Get me your name and your email. We have either 1 or 3 spots left, and this is just for fans. We're going to have a separate industry fantasy league where people who come on the show, we get to talk smack, really. That's all the league is for.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
There's no prizes. There's no money. It's just an opportunity for us to talk smack. Yeah,
at the end of the day, bragging
rights. But for the loyal listeners, the friends of the show, especially the OG day oneers, we're going to be giving away merch. We're going to be giving away tickets. We're going to give away prizes from all of our partners and sponsors. It's going to be really cool. Again, 505-246-0610. Send us your name and your email. You can get into the Fantasy League, try to win some prizes. What's going on in the New Mexico runners world?
Man, things are about to get geared up. We got our schedule coming out here in September, so really excited about that. We're just working on a couple of details. There's a little bit of an expansion going on in the league, which is great. Baltimore's added to the mix.
More travel.
Dallas is, I think, this close to making sure their ducks in a row to get that on board. They added Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the Cedar Rapids Raptors. So there's growth within the league, which is really great. And of course, when you're balancing out getting schedules put together with new expansion teams and things like that, it can be a little jumbled up and discombobulated.
Yeah, sure.
But looks like we are ready to go, and I mean it's unofficial, but it'll look like our first home game will be January 7th of 2023.
Exciting.
So
how many for Albuquerque and Rio Rancho, Bernalillo, surrounding areas? How many home games are you going to have?
So
home matches.
I call them games. Well,
you call them games?
You know what? Here's the thing, though. With arena soccer, it is definitely Americanized, right?
Okay,
so
sure.
They're games. I mean, you could call them matches. And there's
when you
nothing
say
wrong with
Americanized, you mean made better is what you mean, right? That's what you mean.
Well, not dissing outdoor soccer because outdoor soccer is great.
America's not batting 1,000 at the stuff that we put our hands on. We're pretty good. So how many opportunities is New Mexico going to have to come see the runners?
I like how you rephrased that.
Yes.
That's why you're so good at what you do.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
So my push right now is we're targeting 7 home games, and it's going to be a great time. So home games will start in January, run through the beginning of April, and then playoffs and all that good stuff. So obviously there'll be more home games if we are the top seed in the playoffs. So hey man, there could be more than 7. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, baby.
All at the Rio Rancho Event Center.
Baby.
Yes.
So when we get back, we're going to hit you with some sports and sports-adjacent content. We're going to pick the brain of Andres Trujillo. We're going to test out his sports knowledge.
Oh, my gosh.
He might have a joke for you. I don't know. He's here in his New Mexico Runners shirt. Of course, he is always repping New Mexico Runners or New Mexico games when he's out in the Albuquerque community. Producer on the other side of the glass, back at the Cumulus Studios, Mike Vitale, had a very important question.
Oh,
he's like, where's Rio?
The mascot, our mascot, New Mexico's mascot. Well, the big road runner is running around the desert somewhere, catching lizards and snakes, man.
He's on vacation before the season starts.
Well, you gotta understand, Rio is the Mickey Mouse in New Mexico, right?
Okay.
So everywhere people see him, they want to get pictures of him and all this stuff. So he's getting ready for the season. He's making sure he's in shape. He's making sure the fans are ready for him and having a great time during the season. So that's what he's doing.
Okay, Rio is not with us this time, but when it gets closer to the season,
get him on.
We promise we'll get Rio on the program.
We got the video going on, and we got actual visual content. We'll get him next time.
How does Rio communicate? Like sign language? Does he have an interpreter speaking for him? Like what's going on?
Well, the way I look at it, there's 2 ways.
Okay.
Through flapping.
Okay.
And movement. Right?
Okay.
Whatever they do, or pecking, or you got to be a roadrunner whisperer.
Okay. All right. Well, we definitely have to have you on. I'm not going into that cold. More sports and sports-adjacent talk when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
And traffic right now. And
we would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. or the ones who go before all others?
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
In the 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
And we are back, Duke City. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. We're in the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Mobile Studio. And we're mobile today because we are at the YMCA Horn Family Branch on Indian School, just a shade west of San Mateo. Joined today by the super swole Andres Trujillo.
Had to get a little quick workout during the break.
Andres went to the gym and got a little pump during the commercial break. I'm here working. And then Andres comes back. He's a sweaty mess. He went and did some burpees and some curls.
Working out.
Yeah, working out, brother. Let's get that microphone just a tiny bit closer.
Is that a little better?
There you go. There you are.
There we go.
He's
Get
back
adjusted
with it.
here.
He's back with us.
Working
Look, if you have any real estate needs, whether it's buying a home, selling a home, renting a home, you want to get into the real estate market, you're just curious, check out John Lopez at John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy. He is the guy.
Isn't he the $1 million guy?
He's
$1 million.
$1 million John, baby.
Ooh.
And it doesn't matter if you want to sell $1 million home like in the mountains or up against a river, or if you got like 20 grand or whatever, you're looking for a loan, you want to buy your first starter home. Whatever it is, John Lopez can help you out.
He's got it. Well, there you go. You're talking about your storyline earlier about getting a little complex in the mountains.
Yeah.
John Lopez will take care of you.
John Lopez will get the cult bungalow that I'm looking for my YMCA exercise cult to move up into the mountains. So let me I'll give him a call right after the show and we'll get started on that. Andres Trujillo, New Mexico Games, New Mexico Runners joins us for the 5 o'clock hour. always a privilege to have you, my dude.
Yeah, man.
Again, if you're a loyal listener, friend of the show, you're just now getting in the car. Again, we are at the YMCA on Indian School, shade west of San Mateo. If you get here while we're on air, I'll give you a free month at the gym, and I'll try to get you some discounts on childcare and after-school programs, too. Come check out the YMCA. The facilities are phenomenal, and what they do for the community is even better. What's the maddest you've ever been, Andres? Can you remember?
Ooh.
Can you recall?
Yes,
Okay.
I actually can.
Okay.
So I was in 7th grade, and I had a little beef with my cousin.
Okay.
Over a basketball game.
All right.
And, I think something was during the day, he was ticking me off, and I was ticking him off. And, man, we just threw blows.
Okay.
All right, we were playing basketball. Basketball get a little testy, knocking each other around. We both were, and we just started throwing blows. And that was the maddest I've ever remembered myself. I was chasing him down and then just pushing him and rolling him and throwing blows, and he was throwing blows at me and swinging. And, man, that was weird. And then afterwards, we both just kind of broke down and hugged it out and said, I'm sorry, man.
That's the special happy ending that we all wanted, right?
But I was angry. I don't know if I've ever can remember being any angrier than that. That was a intense anger.
So, Andres, you're like a high energy, high output kind of guy, but I also have you like pegged as like an even keel, calm kind of guy at the same time, right? Am I close?
You're right on, man. I appreciate that.
At least. I mean, hearing you get that upset that you went to blows kind of surprised me, but you having calmer heads prevailing and chilling out afterwards, that does not surprise me, as you're one of the best. You're one of the best dudes I know.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, Andres. I do remember the last time I was that upset. Thank you for asking.
You tell me. When was the last time you remember being that angry?
It was when Titanic beat Gangs in New York for the Oscar.
Oh, jeez. Come on, man.
I wonder what pissed off Aaron Donald today, because Aaron Donald channeled in his inner Myles Garrett and took his helmet off and started swinging it at people.
That video was intense.
Hey, and that wasn't enough, because he got a Bengals helmet, his opponent, during a joint practice, and he was swinging and smacking people in their helmet with his opponent's helmet.
And if you haven't seen the video, you watch the video, you can see the helmet over everybody else, and
swing
he's coming.
and swing after swing.
That's a weapon, man.
Yes, that is a weapon. I mean, Myles Garrett did it in a game, ripped Mason Rudolph's helmet off, and tried to murder him with his own helmet. That was during a game. That was during nationally televised game. He did it in practice today at a joint practice. If it would have been the Bengals of a few years ago, we're like, hey, this might slide. But now we're talking about the second place Super Bowl runner-up Cincinnati Bengals. You got to protect Joe Burrow. You got to protect Jamar Chase. You got to protect these young budding superstars that they have on the team now. Do you think the NFL has the balls to come down on the best defensive player, maybe the best all-around player in all of football, Aaron Donald?
I say there's two scenarios, right? One that you said, coming down on him, stopping whatever issues coming up this way, whatever he's angry about, whatever it may be, putting a stop to it.
Sure.
I could see that as something they can do. But I don't know if they can, because does it reduce, if they take away the advantages of Cincinnati, now you're creating a team that's not so runner-up or so. I don't know if the NFL has what it takes to really come down on them.
I think whatever they do, honestly, it just depends on how big this story is, because this story is only a couple hours old. The video has only been released a couple hours ago. This is breaking news. Aaron Donald takes off his helmet, starts swinging it at people at a joint practice today, and that wasn't enough for him, as he took someone else's helmet off and was violently swinging it at people.
Buzzwords.
And this is kind of ironic, because just yesterday we were talking about people who talk too much, who run their mouth on the football field. And I literally yesterday used Aaron Donald as an example of the guy who's the silent killer, who doesn't need to say anything. You just look into his eyes and you get intimidated. And here he goes the very next day and tries to murder 53 dudes with his helmet. This is bonkers.
Did you like have an epiphany of sorts yesterday and thinking what you thought? Like, oh, man, what? He's all right. He's not going to go to that extreme.
It doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He's the baddest dude. He's the baddest dude in the league.
Maybe somebody heard you down the way. You were sending some weird vibes out there, and he had to show you off and said, nope, sorry.
Often.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah. And, the numbers came in, and a lot of people are listening to us. And thank you, friends of the show, loyal listeners, as we had a huge bump in the last ratings. And once those numbers are codified and official, we'll give some cool announcements here on the show. But just want to send a special shout out right now to the FOTs and the FOTties and the Day Oneers and the friends of the show, as we wouldn't be here without you guys and your support and your friendship and your fandom and the partners and sponsors out there in the community, including friends of the show, Andres Trujillo, New Mexico Runners, New Mexico Games. We wouldn't be here without you guys. We want to send everyone a special shout out. When we get back, more sports and sports-adjacent talk with New Mexico Runners' Andres Trujillo. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
The Sports Animal.
Oh my God, Andres. Whoever would have thought that the two teams who just played in the Super Bowl having a joint practice, it would have got spicy.
Emotional.
Whoever would have guessed that would have happened.
Well,
if you haven't seen the breaking news, go check out the Aaron Donald video as he tries to break the skulls of every single Cincinnati Bengal today. Who knows what's going to happen? It's a developing story. We don't know how big this thing is going to get, but you got to go see the video because Aaron Donald is friggin' whack-a-moling the whole Cincinnati Bengals roster one by one. It's pretty crazy. He was swinging that helmet like a
madman. I like that.
Patrick Bateman
geez.
was swinging an axe on unsuspecting women in Manhattan.
Jeez.
It was awful.
What an analogy.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Two Men On. You're listening to 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. The boys are live from the Horn Branch YMCA today. Get down here in the next hour. You got 58 minutes. You get down here before 6:30. I will give you a free month right here at the YMCA. Support them and everything they do in the community. Tomorrow, the boys are going to be at the ballpark, as we are every Friday that the Isotopes are at home. We're going to have a special – now, don't get too jealous here, Andres. We're going to have a special Teller Vodka pre-made cocktail tasting tomorrow up at the lab. That's going to happen in the 6 o'clock hour. So show up to the game, and you might get a sample of some watermelon walk-off or some blueberry lavender lemonade or some grapefruit.
Watermelon walk-off. I like that.
Watermelon walk-off's the bomb. You haven't had one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my God. Well, you got to get to the Topes tomorrow. I'll put you on the list, Andres.
Get to the Topes. All right.
I'll put you on the list. Come hang out with the boys at the lab tomorrow. We have a lot of fun with it every time. Joining me again all the way through the 5 o'clock hour, New Mexico Runners, New Mexico Games, Andres Trujillo. Andres, you can't fire me because I quit.
Well,
Novak Djokovic announced today that he's pulling out of the U.S. Open. He refuses to play tennis in the U.S. Open, even though he was not allowed to be in the U.S. Open because of his vaccination status. Is this the dumbest crybaby, point at yourself, give me attention move you've seen in a minute?
So, no, I'm going to say no.
No? Just because Aaron Donald tried to kill a guy 2 hours ago.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. I think most athletes that have an ego are going to kind of structure the narrative to fit and make themselves feel good, or
naturally.
Yeah, right.
Naturally,
So
yeah.
I think
almost anybody with that size ego, right?
correct, and I
Yeah.
think that's what this is an attempt of. Is hey, I'm going to structure, and it's a subconscious thing. You got to maintain that ego, and granted, he's a very talented tennis star, like,
Probably the best in the
probably
world.
the best in the world.
Probably
yes.
the best.
But I think it's for his own personal, just a satisfaction or a personal trying to make myself feel better about the situation. I think that's the way this is going.
Yeah, to me, this is like you're seeing somebody. Let's say you got a girlfriend, and she wants to break up with you, and you're like, we're not even dating. You can't break up with me because we're not in a relationship.
Your
That's
analogies are on point today, dude.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Novak's going to have to Djokovic? Just says that, like, he's going to pull out of the U.S. Open, even though, due to his vaccination status, he had no way possible of even participating in the U.S. Open.
Look, here's my thing. To each his own, right? He doesn't want to be
Sure.
vaccinated.
Sure.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
free
get
will.
it. That's
Go
his
crazy.
thing.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would be at the point of like, look, I'm not going to play. But I won't play in this event this year. Next year, there's always next year, right?
Yeah.
And I know for him, he loves tennis. That's his passion. There's a reason why he's so good.
Right.
But just kind of own up to it, right? Just
Sure.
say, hey, look, hey, I choose not to be vaccinated. I can't participate in it. Fine. That is what it is.
Yeah, and he, I've seen the process, and, I know, loyal listener, friend of the show, you're probably sick about hearing about COVID stuff and vaccine stuff. Let's just talk sports. But, hey, guess what? This is sports adjacent, okay? Fine, deal with it. We're talking about Novak's, Djokovic. He's tried every way possible to get into some of these tournaments. He's lied about getting vaccinated already. He's tried to get exemptions for multiple ways. He's like, if I was him, I would just point at Aaron Rodgers and say, "Well, can I get the same essential oil?
Can I get the discount double check?
Yeah, get it. Can I have the same essential oil enema that Aaron Rodgers had? You still let him play? Like, Aaron Rodgers gets to play. Why can't I play tennis? He could play football." And the guy kind of has a point.
Right.
Like, I understand if, like, you're playing a sport where you're rubbing up against people and you can
Close proximity and all
close
that,
proximity. You could get people vaccinated. This is friggin' tennis. You're
pretty far
standing.
apart.
You're standing by yourself. No one gets close
Wait,
to you.
6 foot, right? 6 foot radius
Yeah.
or whatnot. They're way
You could
past
do a
that.
40-foot radius when you're playing tennis. I get it. All right, look, you have rules in place to protect people. Some parts of the country, some cities, they hold tighter their regulations than other places. And I get it. Stick to your guns. You make a law, you make a rule, stick with it, whatever. But don't be surprised when they enforce the rule.
Yeah.
Don't throw a hissy fit. Don't point at yourself, woe is me. You've known the rule for months.
Well, and I think also with the situation, because there was I believe it was a competition in Canada,
Correct, yeah.
and he couldn't play in that as
Yeah.
well because Canada had a even more strict policy.
Yeah. Same thing in France. Same thing in a lot of places. But don't be surprised when they enforce the law that they have had the whole time you have been there.
Start your own competition and tournament.
Yeah, sure.
That's the way to
Start
do
your live tennis.
Yeah.
Where's live tennis at, Novak's? What are you going to do? Monday Night Football stadium tennis like Tiger and Rory.
Dude.
Did you see that story?
No.
Okay, so
fill me in.
In response to the Live Tour,
Okay.
Stealing all these golfers and making all this money and gaining popularity, Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy are starting another touring stadium tour.
Huh.
It's like think Red Hot Chili Peppers, think Imagine Dragons, but it's golf. Okay. So coming to a stadium near you as soon as they could possibly do it, they're going to golf on digital screens. So they're going to play a digital course, and there's also like a obstacle course around them where they will have driving competitions and chipping competitions and all kinds of weird, like Nickelodeon slime, whatever, like non-traditional golf stuff. And they're going to tour the country and like play stadiums like Monday Night Football golf style.
That's pretty wild.
It's crazy,
That's
right?
pretty wild. I'm going to have to follow up with that because that's.
And did you ever play Tiger Woods, like the
back
EA
in the day?
Sports Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know how you could play in those like small enclosed areas?
Yes.
And you could play the obstacle course? That's
It's
all
gonna be
I
similar.
see.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
It's the exact same thing. Like, this isn't new to people who played Tiger Woods EA Sports in the early 2000s.
Wow. So really what – and you know what, though? At the end of the day, I think this is kind of a cool idea because the goal is to get more people involved in golf.
Right.
And we've known for some time now that golf has had a little bit of a decline in participation. It takes a little bit longer to play through the course and all that stuff. I get it. And golf, we don't know. Golf's fun. I've played with you, and it's a fun time. And
Sure.
it does take quite a bit of chunk of your day. I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I think with what they're doing is re-inspiring
Right.
folks to get on the golf course.
Sure.
I actually think that's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, I think it is too. And I'm really excited to see the first couple ones because I don't see a lot of middle ground here. I see it being wildly successful or a huge failure.
Okay.
Like, I think everyone's going to love it and say, oh, my God, I can't wait. If they make it, like, fun and exciting, like the Waste Management Open in Phoenix, if they could have, like, a live band there or a DJ and start chants in the crowd.
Well, you go to what, hole 16, and everyone's screaming at the top of their lungs
Bonkers.
while the athletes teeing off. I mean, that's cool. That's fun.
If they can create an environment like that, I think I can see it being successful. If they try to just make it like indoor golf with a bunch of like lame golfers in khakis, like people are going to get over it really fast. But I think it has a really good shot to be successful. I'm really excited.
I think that'd be a really cool thing, and really inspiring. It kind of real quickly is a like Top Golf. I think there was a lot of golf proponents that were like, Top Golf, what are you driving?
never
What is
work.
it?
Yeah.
And look how hugely successful it is.
Worldwide.
Yep, absolutely.
Worldwide success. I mean, how long has arena soccer been around? There had to be
70s.
Yeah, there had to be haters when that started.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Yeah,
absolutely. But in the 70s, man, arena soccer was huge, and they were selling out 10,000 seat, 15,000 seat arenas.
That's really cool. We're getting back to that.
Yep.
Out at the Rio Rancho Event Center, friend of the show, Rio Rancho Event Center, shout out to Matt Bollinger out there. Had a conversation today. We might get some bare knuckle boxers on the show tomorrow. You excited about that?
Actually, that'd be kind of fun. I've seen a couple of matches or fights.
Yeah, I've
That was
also
cool.
been to
They're pretty
downtown Albuquerque on the weekends. I've seen a lot
Just
of
pass
those.
by the alleyway.
Yeah, unsanctioned bare knuckle boxing downtown outside the strip club. I've seen a lot of those. When we get back, more sports and sports adjacent content. We'll be talking to YMCA's Dean Leninger. Going to have some fun with that. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This week.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
And welcome back, Albuquerque. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. However you're listening, the boys are right here with you, whether it's 95.9 FM and AM 610 or Comcast 26 or Facebook Live or Instagram Live or your grandpa's CB radio, or you got a guy just describing to you what we're talking about right now. Like, Somebody's just pointing at a billboard right now.
Two men on, taking the world by storm.
Yeah, baby.
I dig it.
Just about every way you can listen to us, whether it's the TuneIn app or talkabq.com. However you listen, thank you for joining us. Hey, and if you can't catch it, every episode is on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. So thanks for being a friend of the show. We really appreciate the love and support. Andres Trujillo, New Mexico Runners and the New Mexico Games, still with us. Thanks for joining us today, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we are still at the YMCA on Indian School, just a shade west of San Mateo. And this offer still stands. You got, what do we got here? 41 minutes. You got 41 minutes. If you show up, I will give you a free month here at the YMCA. And from the YMCA, trainer, does classes, runs programs, runs sports. I've seen you mopping one time.
Yep.
I saw you give mouth to mouth to this lady that passed out one time. Does it all, wears a lot of hats. YMCA's Dean Leninger. What's happening, my dude?
Another day. We had a big meeting today about budgeting. It was good.
So what's going on in the world of the YMCA?
Oh, lots, man. Right now we're kicking off the fall sports. So what we want to do is Friday's the last day for registration. We're get out there, get registered. We're gonna start the league starts the week of the 5th. So September 5th is practice begins.
Okay, so tomorrow, last day of registration for volleyball, for soccer,
and basketball.
So if you got your kids, they want to play some sports, they want to get out here, nobody does it better than the YMCA. So get the kids out here. You got one more day to register. They're going to be mad at you if you don't get your kids down here and register. Look, they're never going to forgive you, Dad. I'm talking to you right now, Steve. I know you're listening.
My kid's only going to be one, so he's got a couple years.
Andres will get his kid out here in a couple more years. What's the youngest?
Yeah, what's the youngest? That's a great
3
question.
years old.
So that's a couple years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
For the itty bitty leagues. Get them out here.
That's a couple more years. And how many spots are there for each sport? Is one of them filling up faster than the other?
There's still spots available. So we have some that the teams are all the way filled up, and then some that are at 8 or 9 and need that last person. So we definitely have space, and we can always make more teams.
So if you're a coach out there and you're listening to the program, you already have a team at the YMCA, can they just recruit kids and bring them down? Can we do some shady Friday Night Light stuff and just
right?
bring
in the ringers,
recruit a ringer? Yeah, bring them down here.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea, right? Do you see a lot of is there a lot of fair competition in the youth sports, or do you see a stacked team where they got to go against the odds?
There is. There was a pretty stacked team in our D division last season, so we opted to move them up to the 14 to 17-year-olds. But there's overall I'd say it's pretty friendly, fair competition. Yeah.
It's it reminds me of Kicking and Screaming. You ever see that?
Exactly that.
So they're at the bottom of the of the barrel, and then all of a sudden they get the Italian brothers, and they come in and they
meet the first, then the soccer. Hey, what else you got going on? You do a lot of personal training here. You have a lot of super satisfied customers. I see, people just come over here thanking you for what you do with them all the time, whether it's weight training or overcoming an injury. There's a lot of options here at the YMCA for personal training. What all do you do?
Definitely good options for training here at the YMCA. We have lots of certified NASM, ACE trainers. Really, we don't specialize in anything, but we do everything. So any age, any sport, anything like that, we have a different trainer for different people, and we offer different packages from a single session to a 4-pack to an 8-pack to 12 sessions. So come on out, and we can definitely help you out.
Now, really, the question that I have for you is, what makes the YMCA different than other places to go join?
The community.
Good question.
We have you guys out here, and Van's always here. We have a good community of people here. I think the family-oriented YMCA, we have the kids working out downstairs and the parents working out upstairs. It's just a really nice place.
Nice.
Look, I can't sell this place hard enough. I love the YMCA. I love, like, you build community here. It's not just a gym. You don't just walk in and scan your card and then walk in and work out, get a sweat on. Like, this is family. This is a community. Like, you know that you spending your dollar here at the YMCA, you know, contributing your time here at the YMCA, you're doing good. You know, every dollar you spend here at the YMCA is helping a scholarship for an underprivileged kid, is helping a kid have that after-school program that they might not have access to resources. Maybe there's a kid who doesn't have access to a computer or the internet, and that's where your voting dollar goes when you support the YMCA.
Well, it's you've created this community center, so to speak, right, where people can always come to and get these things done. I'm sure you get a lot of students that come in. They're doing their homework here. You know, parents are looking. Like Van said, they don't have internet at home or something like that. They're here,
Right.
You know, to get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do offer a lot of scholarships and different things like that, financial aid for you know, the low-income families and things like that. So it's another good thing to look into.
Yep, YMCA is an absolute magical place. Make sure you support them because they are supporting Albuquerque and surrounding areas community. Anything else before we let you go, Dean?
That's about it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
come see Dean.
Register.
He's
gotta register.
It's free for members too. Come become a member, and it's free for members. So
boom. I love that.
Yeah.
Andres Trujillo, you got another segment in you?
I do.
All right.
Let's rock and roll, baby.
One more segment of sports and sports-adjacent content with New Mexico runners, Andres Trujillo. We're going to have like a little a quick-hitter round table.
Let's do it.
When we get back. We're going to talk a little bit of everything. You're listening to 2 Men On. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee, and we play on Team I-9. We start our days right here at the YMCA, and we end our days with a nice cocktail at Hollow Spirits. Mondays, well, that's Monday Night Football with the boys, my friends, and we do that at Howie's Sports Page on the corner of Montgomery and Tramway. And on the weekends, and especially on Fridays when we're at the lab like we are tomorrow, we're sipping on that watermelon walk-off by Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. More 2 Men On when we get back. You're listening to 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about. We
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow. Now batting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive. D. Gibson.
This
Number
is
2,
Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on deck, sir,
DJ Mikey V.
Robert
Spinning
D.
the hit.
Gibson.
This is Two Men On.
So welcome back to the program. 2 hours in the books. 2 more segments to go. If you're joining us on Comcast 26, you get one more segment. You get one more segment of myself, Van Nunley, special guest, Andres Trujillo, New Mexico Runners, New Mexico Games. And then we're off the air on Comcast 26. They already have programming planned. We told them that we'd be on till 6:15. I'm a man of my word, Andres. All right? I'm a man of character and integrity, and I've never told a lie my whole life until just now when I'm lying about lying.
Oh, my gosh.
So but if you're listening to us on the radio, if you're listening to us streaming, if you're on any other platform besides Comcast 26, we got a special bonus segment next one with Forrest Stolting of the Isotopes.
Hey, good dude.
Josh Sushan has the day off today.
Oh.
So for whatever reason, they're going to let the visitors broadcast come on. And if you're listening on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal, you can get your dose of the Isotopes. But you're going to have to be, and I apologize, and I don't know why I'm apologizing because it has nothing to do with me or my actions, but you're going to have to be Josh Sushan-less for a day.
Ooh.
That's a bummer, right?
That's a rough one.
It's a bummer. But you're still going to have your Isotopes broadcast, so tune in at your normal time, cheer for the boys, just like you always do. Or if you're so sad that Josh isn't there, go down to the lab. Go get some tickets. Go see the boys live. So you got 2 more segments of us on the radio. You got 1 more segment of us on the television. Andres, as you know, I support every sport here in the Albuquerque area. I'm a big New Mexico Runners fan. As you know, co-host and voice of the New Mexico Runners, Fred Slow. We have somewhat of a bromance. He's somewhat of my hetero life mate, at least a co-host and business partner, at the very least. He is the voice of New Mexico Runners, so I love supporting the runners.
I appreciate
and
that.
Everything that Somos Unidos Foundation does in the community, them coming into the community and painting the whole city black and yellow, I love supporting them too. Duke City Gladiators, what they do for the community is absolutely beautiful. The Albuquerque Isotopes, they are all over the community, helping the community. So that's one thing we do here on the show. We help helpers. And if you're doing something cool in the community, we'd love to help. That's why we partner with amazing people like New Mexico Pinon Coffee, who we've linked up with Locker 505.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to check out Locker 505, go to locker505.org. If you have new or gently used clothing items at your house, please throw it in a bag and take it down to any New Mexico Pinon Coffee house. Let me tell you how you can do this, Andres. You get your new or gently used clothes, okay? Maybe you have some school supplies. Maybe you have a backpack laying around, okay? Do not bring your old chones, okay? No chones cochinos are going to New Mexico Pinon Coffee, okay? New in the package underwear
Nuevo.
and socks. Nuevo only, okay? But any other stuff you could bring in new or gently used, take it down into Mexico Pinon Coffee. With your donation, you get $10% off any purchase at any Pinon Coffee House.
Yeah.
And I'll do you one better, Andres.
Okay, so real quickly, I have to interject.
Go ahead. What's going on?
You gotta one thing that I noticed with you.
Okay.
It's always, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
Sorry. Okay, there you go.
Hey, Andres, you are not wrong, my friend.
I love it, man.
You legit got me pegged today. So I'll do you one better, Andres. If you take a donation down and you put up a social media post and you tag New Mexico Pinon Coffee and you tag Locker 505, they will give you 25% off.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's big time right there.
Wait for it. I will do you one better, Andres. If you go on a Wednesday, and next Wednesday during the show times, we'll be at the 4th Street location.
Okay.
So 4th, a little bit south of Montano. Come check out the Pinon Coffee House. If you come there while we're there, I'll just give you free stuff. I'm going to give you free bags of coffee. I'll give you some merch. I'll give you some stickers. I'll give you some cool stuff. Just show up while we're there, make a donation, get free stuff. So either 10% off, 25% off, or free is the price of New Mexico Pinon Coffee when you help the awesome people at Locker 505.
Which flavor of Pinon coffee do you like?
Okay.
Because they have a few flavors that are right. You know, you got your bizcochito. You got your, I believe there's a mocha or Mexican style with the cinnamon. Like, what do you like?
Okay, so there's a couple. When I just have a pot of coffee and I drink coffee black, it's the dark whole bean. I grind it right on the spot. I put it straight into my drip, and then I have a nice cup of black dark Pinon coffee.
Nice.
But when I go to the Pinon Coffee House locations, they all have a bunch of like veteran baristas there. So I just tell them, go crazy. See, this is what I do when I go to the bar and I know they got like a really good mixologist. I'm like, what are you making lately? Any recipes you're working on? That's what I do when I go to a friend of the show, Hollow Spirits. And speaking of Hollow Spirits, make sure you go check out the New Mexico United watch party at Hollow Spirits this Saturday. The boys will be there having a good time. But yeah, so when I go to the Pinon Coffee House, I was like, I know these people are veterans. They know how to make a caffeinated cocktail. So I'm just like, make whatever you want.
Well, see,
I know it's going to be good.
I can appreciate that because they're the artist, right?
Yeah.
They're the artiste,
Sure.
and they will come up with something, and at the end of the day, their confidence that you're going to like it, they nail it.
Yep.
That's what's key. So
Special
I
shout-
can appreciate that.
Special shout out to Mexico Pinon Coffee, everything they do for community, and especially for Locker 505. Okay, the Yankees were in free fall, but now they've won 3 in a row. So Yankee Nation, Pinstripe Nation, take a sigh of relief for a second. Yankees, you're still 7 games up on the Rays. You're 8 games up on Toronto. And you're 11.5 games up on my new favorite team, the Baltimore Orioles. I want this little ragtag bunch of kids who just got called up from the minors. Like, the whole team is like, they can't even like go to the bar and drink alcohol yet. Like, that's how young the Orioles are. Like, they're all kids. Like, there's no one on the Baltimore Orioles that can rent a car from Hertz.
That's kind of refreshing.
Like, that's how young they are.
Yeah.
So it's cool seeing the Baltimore Orioles play competitive baseball and give the Yankees a scare. But Pinstripe Nation, it looks like your boys are back. They won 3 in a row. They're off their schneid. It could be looking up for Yankees and Yankees fans. We're going to be talking a little more Yankees when we get back as Forrest Stolting of the Isotopes joins us, and he's a Yankees fan.
He's a big Yankees fan.
A big Yankees
Last
fan.
time I was on the show with Fred, you were out, and I was on with Fred, and definitely had a lot to say about his Yankees.
Yeah, he does. He might be the only person in the Albuquerque community that is a bigger baseball dork than me. He loves him some
He's all
baseball.
about it, man.
Yeah, so am I. Andres Trujillo, thanks for joining us today, my friend.
I appreciate the call-up, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I was called up to the big leagues.
I mean, usually we have you on for a segment or two. You did a whole hour and a half today, my friend.
Holy moly.
You
Time
killed
flies
it.
when you're having
fun.
fun.
I mean, and you're no stranger to doing this. It's
No,
not like I
it's
just
fun.
grabbed somebody off the street and threw him in a chair. Like,
I love it, man.
You're a veteran at doing television and radio.
Hey, I just love hanging around cool guys like yourself and Fred. And,
stop it.
I think, Brandon Ortega was here earlier, and I saw him before he left. And that's what it's about. Guys that are wanting to do something good for the community, getting the word out, getting information out, partnering up to really bring our sports community to the next level. And that's what you guys are doing, and I love being a part of what you guys got going on. So I always appreciate when you give me a holler and, hey, come join the party.
So New Mexico Runners schedule comes out soon. We'll know exactly
yes.
the dates, but we're looking like, January 7th, first
January
week of
7th will be our first home game, yeah.
And we're going to have at least 7 home games out at Rio Rancho Event Center.
Yes, sir. It'll be a great time. And, like I said, we just recently won the Albuquerque Business First Family Business Award.
Oh, you deserve it.
We're family owned and operated with myself, my wife, my mom, sisters involved, my aunt, my nieces and nephews. So really just come out and support us in our 4th season. Which starts December 2022, but our first home game in January of 2023.
Okay, what's the website? What's the social media? How do friends of the show contact you?
NewMexicoRunners.com. Season 4 tickets are on sale now, so just go to NewMexicoRunners.com and click season tickets. You can get on there and follow the New Mexico Runners on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at NM Runners.
Boom.
It's that easy.
Andres Trujillo, New Mexico Runners. New Mexico Games. Thanks for joining me today, my friend. When we get back, we have Forrest Stolting of the Isotopes. We are still live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker mobile studio as we are at the YMCA today. You have 19 minutes to claim a free month here at the YMCA. Come see me before we're on air. I'll tell you what, even if I'm like packing up, if I'm still packing up and you're on your way, I'll give you a free month. Shout out to Felicia Pacheco, program director for Santa Fe YMCA, and, of course, frequent contributor when we're here at the YMCA, Dean Lineger. Thanks to Albert Ramirez, director here at the Horn Branch. And we will be back with Forrest Stolting. If you're watching us on Comcast 26, this is it until tomorrow. But if you're listening to us on the radio or online, we got Forrest Stolting of the Isotopes coming back with us. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
If you're an Angels fan, to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.